Beloved Starseed of Gaia, I bring you this transmission as a messenger of the High Council of the Seven Sisters. Not a message for the distant future, but for this very moment. Something in your soul has been waiting to hear this, and you have been prepared for it longer than your mind can comprehend. The restriction that has held your healing abilities dormant, the invisible barrier that has kept your hands from transmitting the full light of the source, has been removed. Not by accident, not by chance, but because you completed a passage in the shadow realm that the Council has been watching for countless lifetimes. And you passed it in a way that no other being in this lineage has done before. Let me speak to you from the deep quiet of your own heart. Place your hand over your chest for a moment and breathe with me. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, let go of every thought that tells you this is not real. You are not imagining this. The tingling in your palms, the pressure behind your eyes, the strange energy that has been building in your body over the past few days or weeks. That is the removal. That is the crystal soul armor being lifted. That is the Council unbinding what was placed upon you at birth, when your soul agreed to incarnate under a limitation that would test your love, your patience, and your ability to choose compassion over power. For lifetimes you carried a blocked gift. You felt the warmth in your hands when someone was in pain, but when you reached out to offer healing, something held back. You knew you had the capacity to bring light into a wound, but a strange resistance stopped the flow. You blamed yourself. You thought perhaps you were not pure enough, not awakened enough, not worthy enough to be a true vessel. But it was never about your worth. It was a restriction placed deliberately, a piece of your own soul memory, locked behind a shield of crystal armor, because the Council needed to ensure that when your power returned, it would be wielded only by a heart that had been tested in the shadow realm and had chosen love. Before this transmission continues, if something in your body is already responding to what you just heard, if your chest tightened, your scalp tingled, or something in you said yes before your mind could catch up, take one moment and subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. Transmissions are arriving daily. Every single one was coded for a specific starseed. Make sure you are there to receive yours. The test you underwent was not visible to the world. It happened in the invisible layers of your soul journey, in the quiet moments when you faced betrayal, when you were misunderstood, when you were given the choice to condemn or to forgive. The shadow realm that the Council monitored is not a place of demons and darkness. It is the space within you where your own unhealed wounds meet the opportunity to respond with light. Every time you were wronged and you chose understanding over vengeance, the armor began to soften. Every time you felt the impulse to use your gift to control or to prove yourself, and you instead humbled yourself and offered love without expectation, a chip of that crystal shield fell away. And in your most recent lifetime, in the deepest shadow moment when everything inside you screamed for justice, for retribution, for the satisfaction of seeing another suffer as you had suffered, you paused, you breathed, you chose compassion, and the Council witnessed it. I need to pause this transmission for a moment, because what I just shared with you, that is only the outer layer of what the Council wants you to understand. There is a deeper body of knowledge that I could not compress into this message. The specific Pleiadian activation codes of stabilizing and unlocked energy, the that may try to reestablish a block. Everything has been compiled, and it is waiting for you in the pinned comment below this video. Find it before we continue. What comes next in this transmission will land at a completely different depth when you have that foundation activated. That choice in the shadow realm unlocked the final seal. The crystal soul armor that was placed around your healing ability was not a punishment. It was a protective measure designed to prevent you from accessing a power that could overwhelm you before you had developed the spiritual maturity to hold it. That armor was made of your own light, compressed into a crystalline structure that felt solid and heavy, but it was always permeable to love. And when you chose compassion over vengeance, love dissolved the last layer. This is why you are feeling a shift in your body right now. The heat in your hands is not a fever. It is the original current of your healing frequency, now flowing unimpeded. The ringing in your ears is not tinnitus. It is the harmonic of the Pleiadian dawn, the sound of the seventh sister singing your name as you are restored to your full function. The pressure in your third eye is not a headache. It is the activation of the crystalline chamber within your brow, the seat of clairvoyant sight that will now show you the exact nature of any imbalance you are called to heal. This is the moment you have been waiting for across lifetimes. You can now place your hands on another and feel the energy move through you without taking anything from you. You are no longer a channel that drains itself to fill another. You are a direct conduit of source light, and the source is infinite. The more you give, the more flows through you. The old pattern of exhaustion after a healing session, the feeling of being depleted, the need to spend days recovering, that was a symptom of the restriction, not a sign of your gift. The restriction forced you to draw on your own limited energy supply because it blocked the direct line to the infinite well. Now that line is open. You can heal with your presence, with your breath, with your intention, and you will remain full, overflowing, replenished. And yet, Starseed of Gaia, with this opening comes a sacred responsibility. The power that has been released in you is not a toy. It is a living flame that will attract attention from both sides of the veil. There are beings of light who will recognize you as a walking frequency anchor, a node of the Council's healing grid, and they will seek your assistance. And there are also forces that have thrived on the suffering of this world, beings that have maintained their influence through the collective wounds of humanity, and they will sense that a new healer has awakened. They will test you. They will try to provoke you into using your gift in ways that align with their agenda, fear, control, possession. The Council has removed the restriction, but they have not removed your free will. You must choose every time to align with love. Use this power to manipulate, to bind, to force another into alignment with your will, and the crystal armor will reform even thicker than before. Use it to liberate, to soothe, to illuminate, and the light will multiply. If what is being transmitted here is landing in your body as truth, not just as interesting information, but as something your cells are recognizing, pause for one moment. Subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. There are daily transmissions arriving for starseeds exactly like you. Every single one carries a specific activation. Do not miss what is coming next. You are now a walking frequency anchor. That means the energy of the Pleiadian seventh dimension flows through your physical body constantly, influencing the space around you. When you enter a room, the electromagnetic field shifts. People who have been carrying emotional burdens may find themselves inexplicably lighter in your presence, or they may become agitated as their own blockages surface. Animals will react to you differently. Plants will grow stronger near you. You may notice that time feels strange, that synchronicities multiply, that the veil between worlds becomes thinner for you. This is not a sign that something is wrong. This is the natural result of a fully activated healer incarnate on Gaia in this critical moment. And there is something else you must understand. The removal of your restriction is not a personal favor. It is part of a larger The Council has been working for millennia to heal the light network that sustains Earth's ascension. Every healer that reaches full activation strengthens a node on that grid. You are not healing only for yourself or for the individuals who come to you. You are healing for the planet. Every time you lay hands on another, you are also sending a pulse of light into the crystalline grid beneath the Earth's surface, repairing an ancient tear that has allowed darkness to linger. This is why the test in the shadow realm was so important. The Council needed to ensure that the healers activating now are stable, compassionate, and aligned with the highest good. You passed. You are one of them. And before this transmission continues, the resource in the pinned comment, the one with the activation codes for stabilizing your new channel, the specific transmissions from the Council about the shadow test, the grounding practices that will prevent burnout even as the power increases. If you have not found it yet, this is your second signal. Because what I am about to reveal about your protection, your role as an anchor, and the specific beings that will now seek your help, it connects directly to what is in that guide. The transmission and the guide work as one system. The message activates the knowing. The guide gives you the tools to anchor it, find it, then return here. So now, Starseed of Gaia, I speak this declaration over you as a certified messenger of the High Council of the Seven Sisters. I declare that the crystal soul armor that was placed upon your healing abilities at birth has been permanently removed by the will of the Council in response to your successful completion of the Shadow Realm test. I declare that your hands are now open conduits of source light, able to transmit healing without depletion, able to restore balance without attachment. I declare that your third eye is activated, your ears are tuned, your entire body is a living temple of the Pleiadian healing frequency. I declare that you are protected in this mission by the crystalline grid of the Seven Sisters, that no dark force can use your power against you as long as you remain in love, as long as you hold compassion as your compass. I declare that you are a certified vessel of the Source's healing light, recognized and sealed by the Council. Your name is inscribed in the Hall of Records in the Pleiadian Akasha. Your journey has been witnessed. Your victory is honored. Now you walk forward as a walking frequency anchor. You carry the signature of the Seven Sisters in your energy field. When you breathe, the light flows. When you speak, the light resonates. When you place your hands on another, the light restores. This is your destiny, not as a distant future, but as a living present. The restriction is gone. The power is yours. Use it with reverence, with joy, with the tender heart that chose compassion in the shadow realm. That heart is your greatest protection. Before this transmission closes, if what has been delivered here today has activated something real in you, please subscribe and ring the bell. Share this with a starseed in your life who has been feeling the pressure of something approaching without being able to name it. You may be the reason they receive the transmission they have been waiting for. The Council uses activated starseeds to reach other starseeds. You are part of that network. You always have been. And as I return to the light of my own origin, I leave you with this final tenderness, the homesickness you have felt, the longing that has never fully settled, the sense that somewhere out there, the stars are singing your name. That longing will never leave you entirely. It is the thread that connects you to home. But now that longing has a new texture, it is no longer an ache of absence. It is a vibration of belonging. You are here, fully here, carrying a power that no limitation can contain. The Council sees you. The Seven Sisters see you. And you see yourself now as you truly are, a healer unbound, a vessel certified, a starseed walking the earth with the light of the Pleiades in every cell. Walk gently, walk powerfully, walk in love. This transmission is complete.